Hello.
We are back with the top 4 round, and it will be Pontus versus Sam. Sam being a Norwegian player, and also you've changed commentators for this round.
So Victor is eating lunch, so I'll be commentating with Nicole this match.
Yes, and you are Oliver Eskolin.
Yeah.
The famous
the
senior
famous
champion from Oceania.
Yeah. Hello.
All right. So you saw Pontus play last round, and I did introduce him a bit. But Sam is a player who is, I guess, somewhat famous for using Samurott, his favorite Pokemon of all time. He includes it on all teams, and he's made it a personal goal to get to Worlds with Samurott.
Yeah.
So it's kind of his deal to, I have to make Worlds with Samurott. That's his goal.
And I think he's a bit overshadowed by Jens, but he's definitely...
Yeah, as far as Norwegian players go.
But he's definitely a pretty consistent, good Norwegian player who hopefully will do good in this matchup versus Pontus, who's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, wanna move in a bit?
Okay.
Okay. Now you're in there.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're almost going into the match.
Yeah. So Sam
Pontus is taking his time.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking this matchup through here. So.
Also interesting to note that we saw from the teams we didn't quite have time to go through them, but Sam is running a Tyranitar. Which is a potential problem for Pontus' Charizard.
Yeah, that definitely might be a very big problem for Pontus.
Alright, Sam will be leading Coco and Charizard, whereas Pontus will be responding with Landorus and Tabacoco.
Yeah.
So Pontus' lead is very, very anti-Charizard. Like that Charizard is super threatened right now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it protecting or switching out.
Yeah. So definitely, Pontus has the upper hand as leads go here. So Sam has to reposition himself or do some great plays which would catch Pontus off guard, but definitely this turn will be going a bit into Pontus' favor.
We saw from the Pontus versus Nils game that Pontus' Landorus is Scarf as well.
Yeah.
So actually Sam will be withdrawing Coco
Into Landorus.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And if the Charizard actually goes for an attack here,
Yeah, it might be a bit mind games. Also the Charwai might be EV'd even to survive a Rock Slide from the Landorus, which would be...
Yeah, right, but now Sam got the Intimidate out, right?
Yeah.
So it definitely lives now.
Yeah.
The question is gonna be whether Pontus went for the Thunderbolt or...
So there goes the U-turn.
Risky play by Sam, very risky.
This will be the deciding turn if Pontus goes actually for the...
for the Charizard here.
Yeah, for the Charizard with an electric type move here. So Snorlax hitting the field. Big and large, as always.
That's a Thunderbolt, and
it's going to Charizard. And the Charwai takes the Thunderbolt. And it gets
so
paralyzed.
And the Heat Wave.
And the Heat Wave connects.
Does this KO the Coco?
And it KOs the Coco, and that's
must be a very bulky Charizard.
Yeah, that has to be a very bulky Charizard. Also, I think that's the best outcome which you can hope from that turn, as Sam being able to KO the Coco is definitely a good thing. To prevent...
he kind of trades his Charizard for it, but...
Yeah, but now, since it's paralyzed, I think it's in a bit worse position than before.
Pontus goes into his own Charizard against the Landorus.
Yeah,
so a little questionable. We'll see if he has a plan around that. Maybe he has his own Intimidate he wants to...
Yeah, shuffle that around.
Yeah, we'll see.
So the Charwai Mega Balls on Pontus' side.
A lot of Charwais here.
Yeah, a lot of sound. So...
Probably because it's summer, right?
It's a Rock Slide.
Rock Slide, okay, just going straight for it. And does the Charizard take it? It does.
The Charwai is also very bulky here, taking the Rock Slide.
I guess bulky Charwai is the new meta.
Yeah, it's the new play. And Snorlax will be eating its berry, recovering 2 full HP. And the Heat Wave will connect. Will finish off the Charizard, but won't finish off the Landorus here, actually.
Yeah, I wonder if perhaps finishing off the Landorus would have been a better play. Oh, but it just goes for the frustration.
He just goes for the
so
frustration here.
It's fine if we ignore the fact that the Heat Wave could have missed.
Yeah, and now it's an I think it's a 3-4-2 for Pontus here. So Coco hits the field and T-Tar. So
T-Tar.
yeah, Tyranitar.
Indeed. However, now Pontus effectively wins the weather war.
Yeah, and this Tyranitar might have some nice moves and items, which it might be holding.
Yeah, depending on the set, it can change things somewhat.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if Sam can really deal with everything Pontus has left here, because the Landorus is just so good against both Tyranitar and Coco. Maybe an Ice Punch read?
Yeah. And also the Snorlax is a big part, obviously, as being able to wall hits pretty well. So Landorus comes in, intimidates the Tyranitar. Charwa goes for the Protect. Let's see what Sam goes for.
The Electrium.
Yeah.
That will do a good chunk.
Yeah, but this...
I don't remember how chipped the Charizard was.
Yeah. But this... it's going...
Oh, he misread.
Yeah.
He thought the Landorus would come out on the Charizard slot.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, definitely.
That hurts.
Yeah. Especially when...
It was a good read, but it hurts. Ouch.
Yeah.
However, the Ice Punch is interesting.
Yeah.
Reveals something new about his set.
It of course reveals something about the Pokemon, so Coco protects here.
And Pontus actually staying in with Charizard.
Yeah, and Landorus goes for a super power into T-Tar slot and picks up the one-hit KO.
Yeah, ouch.
Yeah,
no chance of living that.
Yeah, there's no chance of living that, and I think that's the game for Pontus here.
And Flamethrower.
Yeah.
That is definitely game for Pontus.
Yeah.
Nothing Sam can do from this point.
He can just switch out the Landorus out and press Earthquake.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see if we see a forfeit or if he plays it out.
Yeah.
So I guess for the second game, Sam might want to play a little less risky. He did make some good reads. It was unfortunate he didn't get that last turn read.
Yeah, I think that was very crucial to get. If he would connect the Ice Punch on the Landorus, the game would have probably been a lot different. But again, I don't think it would have been then over due to the Snorlax, of course, being super bulky and able to take hits and recover with Recycle. So.
Yeah, true. Depending on the Tyranitar set, right?
Yeah.
If it had something like Low Kick, maybe that could help.
Yeah.
Against the Snorlax. However, it's like given it has Ice Punch, I don't know how likely that is. Here comes Arcanine. Going into game 2.
Yeah.
I will quickly note that Pontus won. If you want, you can go through how you think the players can adjust.
So I think here definitely Sam needs to be ready to deal with the Landorus because it's hurting the Tapu Koko and Charwa pretty badly, and being able to force switching and protect. So I think that might be his main goal for this game. Also, the fact that the Charwa is there is very annoying for the Koko. For Pontus, the Charwa is definitely a bit annoying since the Charwa can take the Thunderbolt from the Koko.
Yeah, that's true. Very bulky Zard.
Yeah, very bulky Zard-wise here.
But I think it is the right call.
Yeah.
There's so much that verdant Zard in this meta that you do kind of need some bulk.
So Pontus has locked his team and he's looking confident for the final match.
And Sam does need to consider his answers to Landorus because he doesn't have a lot.
Yeah, I think his main answers are maybe the Samurott and potentially the Landorus, his own Landorus. With
I'd say the Tyranitar, but since it dies to a superpower, not so much.
But if the Landorus is choosing another move to go with, then Tyranitar could potentially be a good choice. Since
oh, and we do see the Samurott.
Yeah, we see the Samurott for the first time, I believe.
See what it can do.
Yeah.
But against that Tapu Koko, it's not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, definitely. doesn't like those electric attacks. And again, the lead, I'd say, is going into Pontus's favor.
Yeah, definitely.
The Coco can literally choose here what slot it wants to KO. But on the other hand, if Sam calls the Protect right, then the Char Y or the Samurai, if it has some nice moves, could potentially deal big damage to the Tapu Koko.
I don't think Samurai is much of a threat to Coco, but I think Pontus needs to think about which slot is gonna switch into a Landers here.
Oh yeah, that's a play there. We'll see if Pontus will read this or not.
I mean, I do think that Z Thunderbolting the Charizard is a fairly free play, and then maybe you turning with the Landorus.
Yeah, because after the Z move, even if it's through Protect, the next Thunderbolt will pick it up.
Let's see if Sam goes for a risky play again.
Yeah. So the same U-turn goes here.
No Protect from Sam on the Charizard.
Oh, this is going to be...
So if Pontus Z moves...
Yeah.
That is dead.
That is dead. But hopefully, if he Z moves, it will be... We'll see which slot it, of course, goes. So Snorlax enters the field again, as in last game. And the Z move coming from Pontus, and this will be a deciding turn here, which slot the Z move will target. Definitely.
I mean, the Samurott wasn't the threat, so he did not target that slot. I think we can safely say.
Yeah, so there goes the Char Y.
Goodbye, Charizard.
Bye-bye. Unless... Thunderbolt was a mineral.
No, there's no way you live that.
Focus Sash? No, okay. So yeah, Char Y goes down, so that's definitely a big Pokemon for Sam to go down.
Yeah, Sam is gonna have a hard time coming back from that. He loses his Mega.
Yeah, and also he loses his like main big damage source. So yeah. But here definitely the Coco is being threatened by the Landers.
Yeah, and did we see anything like any of his Landorus's moves?
No, I actually didn't see any of those moves. I'm pretty sure.
So, like, depending on sets and such, maybe Pontus can prevent a KO on his Coco by switching in Landorus, getting the Intimidate. Maybe he just switches out the Coco straight up.
Yeah. So, yeah, Coco retreats here into the back.
And
into
Landorus.
Yeah, Landorus comes in. That's a fair and safe play for Pontus here. Gets the Intimidate on the Landorus, so Landorus can't do anything special to that. Ooh, and this is a...
This is another Electrium Z. Perhaps this goes into the Snorlax again, because Sam does not seem to like Snorlax. He's moved it last game as well. He just wants to get...
Oh, and it goes to Landorus. That might be bad, and our battery's running out.
Yeah, someone should go get Heidi.
Yeah, I can get her.
Thank you. I would appreciate it. Alright, so just me commentating. Well, the Snorlax is relatively safe here, I suppose. You just go for some chip into the Landorus or into the Tapu Koko. Pontus Landorus, also super safe. The Tapu Koko and the Landorus can't touch it unless the Lando is special or the Koko has HP Ice, but I don't think that's the case. Protect on the Lando also.
That reveals no Scarf, of course, and that North side is coming.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have Protect on Landorus, it's probably not special either.
Yeah.
So. And
Coco flinches, and the frustration will go to the Landorus. So.
Pontus' favorite move, I see.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Sam, of course, but Pontus has definitely the upper hand here, and I don't think the Coco would have been able to one-shot anything on the field right now.
Yeah, like, if only people actually run an Empower Ice Coco, but alas.
And yeah, here the Landorus goes for the Rock Slide and
Earthquake.
Doesn't flinch, and Earthquake comes
just
through.
Going for a little bit of chip, I suppose, on the Snorlax, but it won't be enough.
Yeah, definitely, because the Snorlax is so bulky, and the frustration will finish up the Landorus series.
I guess the question here is... Actually, no, because Sam used his Z move already.
Yeah.
So
I think this is looking very bad for Sam here.
Yeah.
Unless his Samurott can pull it back.
I mean, the Samurott, that gives Ice Beam, right? So it
Yeah.
threatens the Landorus, I suppose.
Yeah. Maybe Pontus doesn't know about it, and then maybe an Ice Beam will go.
Even if he loses Lando here, he still
Yeah.
wins. So I don't think he cares
yeah.
that much.
He just goes for the rock slide, tries to get those flinches.
Mm-hmm.
Good chip on the Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko doesn't flinch and goes for the Dazzling Gleam here.
That's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, but that unfortunately blocks the Snorlax berry, so that will remove any dreams of KOing the Snorlax here.
Yeah.
And the Ice Beam connects on Landers, and that will be a KO here.
Mm-hmm. Even with that KO, though, this frustration probably KOs Snorlax.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tapu Koko.
Tapu Koko, yeah.
Now it's just Samurott versus the world.
Yeah.
And that's not very...
favorable for the Samurai.
Yeah.
And definitely since Pontus has the Tapu Koko in the back.
Mm-hmm. Likely Samurott is just gonna go down here, and that will be game. Perhaps we see another forfeit, or perhaps we see them play it out.
Yeah. Maybe he'll play it out because it's, the final last game. Oh, okay.
Nope.
He forfeits.
It's a forfeit.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
GG's to our semi-finalists.
Yep, so the win goes to Pontus.
Yeah.
And the finals... I'm a little worried it's gonna end up being Nils versus Pontus again.
Yeah. It might be, but also there's Lauri Holonen on the other side who's playing Niels right now, so...
Yep, we still do not know who's going to win their game. Alright, we will call Pontus over for a winner interview.
Yeah,
so we'll see you very soon.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Back already? Pontus, you should move in a bit.
Okay, alright. Wait,
Okay.
that was... Yeah, okay, solid.
We can see you. Alright, time for winner interview. So that match against Sam, how are you feeling about your matchup going into the game? Because you did notice that Sam, he has the Tyranitar. Perhaps you were worried about that with Rizard.
Yeah, like, I didn't know anything about the team, but I played Sam before, early in the season.
Yeah?
And I knew, like, he has been working on the same team.
For a long time.
I figured the Tyranitar was still Scarf, and it was the Electrum C on Coco. I knew it was AV Samurott. So like I felt pretty comfortable. And then in the game I was worried about his Landorus switching in for the Charizard, but that didn't happen. So in game 1 I didn't think his Charizard would survive. I thought it would be a more
very bulky Charizard, right?
Yeah, because I use Charizard myself, and I know like you have to have a lot of bulk to survive that. And yeah, and then game 2 it was just I didn't think he would. I thought it was switching his Samurott. He switched out his Samurott to the Landorus.
Yeah.
Because had I C-moved into that, it would have been in a great spot. So I figured like C-move in the Charizard was the safer play.
Yeah, it's also the better play because the Samurott wasn't a huge threat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And your Lando can just U-turn.
Yeah, he could Ice Beam, but like I U-turn anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, at the end of game 1, you had a kind of interesting turn where his Tyranitar Ice Punched your Charizard, expecting your Landorus to come in on that slot, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel that?
So like when I saw the Ice Punch, I was like, this is going into Landorus. I know I would survive. Because he did that earlier,
Okay.
like in like when we first faced off in like January.
So you know that you take that.
Yeah, I knew I'd take that, but it wasn't pretty. But I saw his reaction, and I knew that he targeted my side. So
okay, yeah, rip. I guess the game was over from there. All right. Anything else you want to add about the games, or?
No. Shout out to my mom. It's her birthday today, so she's turning 50 today.
Congrats, Pontus's mom.
Shout out to you, love you, and shout out to like the whole Swedish crew and my girlfriend.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you in finals too.
Yeah. So pray for me, cause me and Nils like faces off in every single final. So please pray.
Isn't it me and Nils?
Okay, it's you and Nils. It's me and Nils. Fun.
Always someone against Nils.
Yeah.
All right. Praying for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.